Well, it's a new world. It's the same Constitution.
Stephen Portnoy, ABC News, Washington.
A New York City lawmaker says Omni cards should be free and unlimited for New York City school students. And Councilmember Joanne Ariola of Queens wants usage restrictions lifted.
Many of those students are involved in other activities, and we want them to be able to use the Omni card to get back and forth. Otherwise, they won't be able to get to those activities.
Student Omni cards are currently available to kids who live more than a half mile from their schools. They get 4 free rides a day. Ariola has written to the MTA and the Department of Education with her proposal. A bipartisan coalition of her colleagues, they've signed on. MTA officials have acknowledged receipt of the letter. A 5-year-old from New Jersey who calls himself a Jimmy Carter superfan was a special guest at the Carter Center in Atlanta. Ryan Ramos has gone viral with his fandom, and his mother Lauren was thrilled to bring him to the center, where they got a special welcome.
He said, "I am so excited. It's Jimmy Carter Day," and he goes, "I've always wanted to go here." And I'm just so proud of him for recognizing such a kind soul and trying to do good in the world.
The late president's family was there to greet him, including daughter Amy and grandson Jason.
What a present for us, a great gift to us, that one of the things he's discovering is Jimmy Carter and this legacy of kindness and love and human rights.
Ryan's love for President Carter included having a Jimmy Carter themed birthday party. 74 degrees now, cloudy here in the city. We are going way down to 48 degrees tonight. The Broadway box office getting a dose of magic. That story's next.
At EasyCater, we believe every workday gets...
Hello everyone, we're here documenting history for future generations. If I can't get a documenting history video up in the morning, I'll get one out in the afternoon if possible.
Spicy noodles with Easy.
But we try to upload a snippet of the daily of the news whenever possible. We're documenting history, folks. That's what we're doing. We know this isn't exciting or entertaining, but it's important to document our local history. It's a little time capsule. That's what this is.
40% of women and almost 20% of men suffer from...
You're in a car traveling in 2026, listening to the news of that day and looking at the people who were alive on that day, on April 1, 2026.
Blood clots, which can travel to other parts of your body. But here's the good news. Advanced Medical Vein Treatment Centers offers plans that treat and cure the condition, not just cover up. Grab your phone, take down this number, and call 800-809-7989. That's 800-809-7989. When you call, you'll get free information on how you can live your life to the fullest again. Walk, exercise, sleep well. Your vein problems will not go away on their own, and in time can lead to major health issues. Call Advanced Medical Vein today for free information on fast and easy solutions that are covered by most insurance plans, Medicare included. Call 800-809-7989. That's 800-809-7989 today.
Now 1010 wins entertainment. Somewhere beyond the sea. Jonathan Groff's final week in the hit musical Just in Time helped the show rake in more than $2 million on Broadway last week, the biggest box office number for that show to date. Matthew Morrison has taken over the lead role now. Now, despite the numbers, it was the third highest grossing show of the week. Number 1, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, bringing in $2.6 million, followed by Hamilton with $2.3 million. Shakira bringing her world tour to our area. She'll play the Prudential Center July 14th, Barclays Center July 20th, and UBS Arena July 23rd. Pre-sale begins this Friday.
Entertainment on 1010 Wins is sponsored by Shulman & Hill, New York's injury lawyers.
Go to hurtny.com.
That's hurtny.com.
We're getting ready for the 540 headlines as we drive into Paterson, New Jersey.
Leader of Anshin's Beauty, Health and Wellness Group.
As consumer product companies look to sell, it's crucial to have a well-planned strategy in place. With changing tax regulations and market shifts, being unprepared could leave money on the table or result in a transaction falling through. Proper diligence ensures transparency, mitigates risks, and maximizes valuation. At Anshin, a partner-owned firm since 1923, we help founders with financial preparation and deal structuring, helping manage the sale of their business, ensuring tax efficiency, and reducing purchase price adjustments. If you're a founder looking to enhance the profitability of your sale, let Anshin deliver value where others can't.
Today's business tip was brought to you by Anshin. Visit Anshin.com. That's ANCHIN.com. Anshin Accountants and Advisors, helping you recalculate what's possible.
The updates you need, the moment you need them. 1010 Wins is always on.
Here we go.
The News Watch never stops. This is 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good afternoon, 74 degrees at 5:40. I'm Lori Medden, and here's what's happening. One suspect is in custody in connection with the shooting death of a 7-month-old in Bushwick. Another is being sought this hour.
He is the subject of a massive NYPD manhunt.
The baby was in a stroller, hit by stray fire. We have a live report coming up from our Mary Lynn Buckley. As part of its budget proposal, the City Council wants to make the Fair Fares program free to 1 million New Yorkers living at or near the poverty line. Authorities in Utah say DNA testing has definitively linked an unsolved death of a teenager to serial killer Ted Bundy. The FDA greenlights Eli Lilly's weight loss pill for obesity called Foundeo. A report in Los Angeles says former Fleetwood Mac member Lindsey Buckingham attacked by a woman who authorities call a stalker. 1010 Wins AccuWeather says breezy, much cooler tonight, maybe a couple of showers around, low 48. Cloudy, breezy, cold tomorrow with some rain and drizzle, high 48. Wins News Time, 541. From the Mercedes-Benz of Edison.com Traffic Center, let's get you where you need to go. Here's Greg Rice.
Here is what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Getting you out of town at the George, getting worse. Outbound upper level, you got a broken down tractor trailer in the middle lane under the apartment. So the outbound lower is better. The bigger problem is getting there. Cross Bronx, westbound, jammed solid from Westchester Avenue. Deegan is better, slightly. Northbound West Side Highway, very messy out of Manhattan from the 60s. You stay on Broadway, you hop back on the West Side Highway, the 150s, you do better. Northbound side of the FDR, all jammed up from the Williamsburg all the way to the George. The inbound side, at 20 to 30 minutes on either level. That's getting better than where it was, but it's still not good. Outbound Lincoln Tunnel, 60 to 90 minutes from 11th Avenue, solid hour from 9th. Inbound Lincoln, at least a half hour. It's going to run you at least an hour home at the Holland on the Jersey side, the Newark Bay, lesser of two evils in either direction. It's a lot easier across the Upper East River, where the Clearview Throgs Neck combination is by far the best of what you've got. Getting to the Verrazano out of Brooklyn, take your time. Outbound Gowanus is awful from the Belt Split to Belt Parkway, worse as that barely moves from Flatbush Avenue to the Verrazano. And then once you get to Staten Island, all sorts of slow on the westbound expressway through Victory Boulevard. Greg Rice, 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.